limit line, so that it met Chinese. It was before that, but I really
For example, they got 226 aircrafts, while South Korea only got 22. 10 times more. And even our 22 aircrafts were only for training and patrol, not for the real war. It was the war between well-prepared and not prepared. On June 25th, 1950, they crossed the line and attacked Seoul without any declaration of the war. It was a total sudden attack at 4 a.m. in the morning and joined the war. After the Korean War, you were just peacekeeper, not joining the war anymore. But anyways, General MacArthur thought to attack Incheon would be really effective. You've been there, right? From Incheon International Airport. So Incheon is very next city of Seoul, and his Incheon landing operation was really successful. From Incheon to Seoul, all of the southern part, we recaptured them, and you went up until the Yalu River, which is the border between North Korea and China. We almost got there, and everyone thought this war would be over very soon. But China joined the war. China sent more than 300,000 forces, so many soldiers. We got pushed back. Battle line and ups and downs, things got stuck along with the 38th parallel, just like at the beginning. We had so many big and small battles along with that line, and nobody knew when the war would end. But finally, 3 years later, on July 27, 1953, we signed Armistice Agreement. We decided to stop the war. But this Armistice Agreement is not a peace treaty. We just stopped it, not ended it. So technically, North and South Korea, we are in the war situation. We don't have any official border. But when we stopped the battle, that battle line became the military demarcation line, MDL, which serves as a border, but it's not the official one. So let's say this time this is a military demarcation line. This is also the different one with the 38th parallel. Just when you stop the battle, that battle line became to serve as a border. If there is only one line between the two Koreas, it could cause military conflict, right? So we decided to make a bumper zone. From the military demarcation line, 2 kilometers to the north and 2 kilometers to the south, total 4 kilometers, 2.5 miles. From the West Sea to the East Sea, 248 kilometers, 155 miles. This zone was designated as the DMZ, the Demilitarized Zone. So it is kind of a bumper zone between the two Koreas. So we were divided into two, North and South Korea, with 3 lines. Military demarcation line in the middle, MDL, Northern Limit Line, NLL, and Southern Limit Line, SLL. With these 3 lines, we were divided into 2, and inside this area is the DMZ. Is it clear for you? But if there are ups and downs, during the Cold War, the relationship was really bad. But there was some time that the relationship was good. One of our former presidents named Kim Dae-jung, he wanted to make things peaceful. So the government implemented one policy named Sunshine Policy. And the aspects of this policy was to donate a lot to North Korea. And we opened the door to North Korea so we could go on a tour there. And also we did business together. South Korean companies built their factories in North Korea at the city name of Kaesong. And we hired North Korean people. We call it as Kaesong Industrial Complex. It was really good work, but North Korea used all the money South Korea provided to experiment nuclear weapons, and they kept launching missiles. Civilians got injured by that. After that, we decided to stop everything. We stopped everything, we threw everything, and then doors closed. And this is how it is until now. The relationship is not that good at the current moment. And everyone, have you heard of the news about trash balloons they sent us last year? Yeah, yes and no. So it was last year at the end of the May. North Korea started to fly balloons, giant white color 2 balloons with trash at the bottom, literally filthy garbage at the bottom, and those dropped in random places in South Korea. In response, a week later, South Korean government started to broadcast anti-North Korean messages along the border through the loudspeakers. So this is really intense tension at the moment. I don't want to say it's lucky for you, but there are some chances for you to hear some sound during the tour. Sometimes it's K-pops, or radio broadcasting by South Korea. And when we do that, North Korean government doesn't want people to hear that, so they're making jamming sound, like loud noise or siren banging sound. That's the North Korean broadcasting. So in the DMZ during the tour, if you hear any kinds of sound, that's the tension. You can experience those kind of things during the tour today, if there are chances, yes. And then, because of the war, so many people died, of course, and more than 10 million people became the displaced families or separated displaced families. Those who were born at the northern part before the war, they evacuated and settled down at the southern part. And after the division, they couldn't go back to their hometown for their entire life. Because we don't have any connection with North Korea. We cannot go to North. We don't have any internet connection. We cannot make a phone call. We cannot send a letter or money. And even those who still have family members in North Korea, they have no idea if their families are alive or not. We have zero connection with North Korea. And our first destination, Imjingak Park, was created for these people because this is one of the northernmost part of South Korea. So whenever the dispersed families miss their hometown or family members in North, they just come over to this park and pray for peace, facing North, crying. So there are a lot of monuments there, so we're going to look around the park first all together. And actually, I need to buy the tickets for you. I am doing the same tour every day, but I meet different people each time. So every time the reactions and the energies are totally different. Everyone, can I look forward to your reactions today? I can't. Need to run to the ticket office to buy the ticket, so I will get off the bus before parking. But after the driver park, he will open the door for you. So get off the bus after parking for the safety. And let's see.
저는 옆에서 내려서 뛰고요. 주차하시고 문 열어주세요.
To your left front, you will see yellow and white color striped buildings. There are two of them. Not to the left side, left front. That's the information center building. And you can see the snack bar, first floor from outside. Right there, left front. Do you see? Snack bar, first floor from outside. You can get some snacks. And inside building, you can use restroom. And I will see you in front of the building, in front of the snack bar. Not inside, outside of the building, in front of the snack bar at, let's see, 10:50, 10:50 in front of the snack. Since 10:55. 10:55 in front of the snack bar. 10:55 in front of the snack bar. And get off the bus after parking, please.
Waking when the sun's down, riding all these highs, waiting for the calm down.
Пахнет, конечно, здесь так
Doing
специфично.
decently, just glad that I can breathe. Yeah, I'm trying to realize it's alright to not be fine on your own. Now I'm shaking, drinking all this coffee.
Здесь типа лаунч-бара, и можно купить всякие вкусняшки. Давайте посмотрим, что здесь продается. Мороженое, напитки, пиво.
Can you come through?
Ой, ну тут отличный выбор, кстати. Смотрите. Ой, даже кружки есть ДМЗ. Кубки.
face on a screen. Yeah, I'm trying to realize it's alright to not be fine on your
Sì, ma torna qua, non stare via.
coffee. These last few weeks have been exhausting. I'm lost in my imagination, and there's one thing that I need from you. Can you come Ooh, yeah. And there's one thing that I need from you. Can you come
Famiglia separata.
Okay, let's start our tour from here. Okay, come close everyone. There are other groups exchange prisoners of the wars, POWs. So we restored the white one over there and connected that with this wooden bridge like this. And we had to do so as soon as possible, so we roughly built only with wood, and it is not that strong. That's why we blocked this entrance to preserve this. And at the connection point, do you see the colorful ribbons? Could you guess what those are for? Those are prayer ribbons, messages on that. So I told you this Imjingak Park is one of the northernmost park of South Korea, right? So when the dispersed families miss their hometown in North, they come here and write their wishes on that and tie them on the fences.
Oh, yes, so this is the blue.
The midline, Southern DMZ line, but actually this is not that line. After we designated DMZ, we drew one more line to prevent any civilian access because the DMZ is filled with danger of landmine. So we had to come back to the southern part and stopped at a station named Changdan Station, which is not exist anymore, but it was in the DMZ, just stopped there. And the UN forces didn't want North Korea use this train, so they shoot the train. That's why you can see a lot of bullet holes on that train. Do you see? There are more than 1,000 bullet holes on that train, 1,020 bullet holes. After it got shooted, it was abandoned for 50 years. But 50 years later, when South Korea found this train, we thought this train is representing the scars and sadness of the war. So we decided to clean it up and bring it here to display like this. And during the 50 years, it was sexual slavery. And these are the victims of it. They took young ladies not only from Korea but also from all of their colonies like Malaysia, Indonesia, Taiwan, and China. They took young ladies for that purpose. And when you look at their objectives, but most of them already passed away. 2 months ago in February, one lady passed away in Seoul, right in front of the Japanese embassy. We have these listed too. And to ask for the official one from Japan, all the comfort women, they are doing the protest every Wednesday. No exception. From 1992 February, they are doing the Wednesday protest. Korean. Do you see 3 Chinese characters in the middle? That's Mang Bae. Is there anyone who can read Chinese characters? and you will know the meanings of that, right? Let me tell you the meanings. First letter Ma means facing. So if you are in front of this monument, you will face North Korea. So first letter means facing north. The second letter Bae means bow down. Korean bow down. And sometimes you do that with our knees on the ground. And the third letter Tan means on all during the Korean War. We don't want to forget about their sacrifice. That's why we have their flags on that. So at first, UN flag, and South Korean flag, and 16 countries that provided military support. You will see their flags here. And actually, this police train is part of the amusement park right behind me. Do you see this theme park here? A lot of my guests already asked me why there is a theme park here in this park. When they bring their grandchildren here, kids have no idea about the war, right? They just play around. That's why we have this theme park for them. And actually, this is also the part of the capitalism for me here. And food was cut during the war. All of the railways across the Korean Peninsula was cut during the war. So we have this monument at the cutting point, wishing for reconnection with the that one, we can go to and through the North Korea, go all the way to the these are new ones?
Вот, посмотрите, как все натянуто колючей проволокой. Это там, где проходил поезд мира. На самом деле здесь очень красивая природа. Здесь очень красиво, уютно. Freedom is not free.
rischio che anche quello viene una sportellata.
Your smile lit up like a sunrise glow. Touch so soft where the seasons flow. We met where the stars take their flight. Every moment with you feels just right. Whisper your name in the rush of the breeze. Love like an ocean rippling with ease. Heartbeats sink into this melody. You and I forever, wild and free. Hands collide like waves on the shore. Every touch leaves me craving more. Eyes meet, worlds' colors collide with you. Love's where I reside. Whisper your name in the rush of the breeze. Love like an ocean rippling with ease. Heartbeats sink into this melody. You and I forever, wild and free. Even in dark skies, your light remains through every storm. You ease my pain, a rhythm of hearts. No need to pretend, this love story will never end. Whisper your name in the rush of the breeze. Love like an ocean rippling with ease. Heartbeats sink into this melody. You and I forever, wild and free.
And 3, 2, 1 to the left. Do you see the cow here? Cute, right? Say hi. To commemorate the cow donation in 1998. And now we are crossing the Unification Bridge, and because of the cow donation, this bridge has a nickname. Guess what? Cow Bridge. You are crossing the Cow Bridge right now. And please look on the left side. Do you see the Freedom Bridge over there? This is the one we saw earlier, the one we used for the exchange of POWs. And when we operated the industrial complex with North Korea, we set railroad on that bridge. So now that is the railroad connected to the Kaesong city where the factories are, the core place. We used that one to ship the raw materials to North Korea and bring the finished product back to Seoul. And the industrial complex started to operate in 2003 and closed in 2016. So only for 13 to 14 years it was operating.
조금만 천천히 가주세요. 오늘 말 천천히 해야 돼가지고.
And most of the industries were light industries like textile, clothing, shoes, and tableware, and we hired more than 40,000 North Korean people. Like I said, it was really good core. It had advantages for both Koreas. For South Korea, we could use their cheap labor. their labor was cheaper than China. And since we're using the same language, we didn't need to hire a translator, so we could save our money. For them, they could revitalize their local economy, and they earned foreign currency by that. So it was good for them too. But like I said, they used the money in the wrong way to develop nuclear weapons and launch missiles, so everything has stopped. Every factories are empty right now. Have you seen a convenience store named CU in the downtown city? A lot of CUs, right? Its former name was Family Mart, and there was a one Family Mart in the Kaesong Industrial Complex as well, which is also empty. But the rumor has it, those Korean people are using our facilities without our permission, since we cannot go there, right? We cannot do anything about that. And from the observatory today, the weather is so clear today, so I think you can see the Kaesong Industrial Complex as well. I will let you know it is that one. And on the left side, please, you will see one small houses on the hill. This is the Unification Village, one of the DMZ villages inside the military area, and that will be our last destination. It's really old and low pretty town, and let me tell you about that village when you almost get there. And now let me tell you about the railroad more. The one we saw. I told you it is connected to the Kaesong city, right? Where the factories are. Beyond that, it is connected to Pyongyang. And beyond that, it is connected to Trans-Siberian Railway all the way to Europe. Back in the 1936, it was before the Korean War, and there was the Olympics in Berlin, Germany. At that time, a marathon runner, Son Gi-jung, he went to Berlin all by train. So we know that the railroad is already there to Europe. In 2016, there was a summit between North Korea and the United States in Hanoi, Vietnam. At that time, the current dictator went to Vietnam all by train. So the railroad is connected to not only Europe, but also to Southeast Asia. So if you open the door, if you can use them, we can go all the way, China, Mongolia, Russia, European countries, and also Southeast Asia, all by train. I really hope that I can do so in my lifetime, because the price will be cheaper than airplanes, right? If you calculate the money, how much it would be from Seoul to Paris, depending on the distance, if you calculate that, it will be less than $500 US. It's super cheap, right? I really hope that I can use that so that I can travel all the way at a cheaper price. And you can come back here at a cheaper price all by train. I really hope that. And during the time, we built one train station in this area. The name of it is Torasan train station, and that's the one and only international train station in South Korea with CIQ system, custom immigration and quarantine, just like the airport. Through that train station, we could go to North Korea, but it is also empty. But our government is making it as a tourist destination, so if it open, you can visit there. Again, capitalism, we're making money. And I told you that I just stopped about the recommendation for the souvenirs. So one was the North Korean drink, and the other one is South Korean government product. I told you we don't have any barbed wire for the military demarcation line, right? But we do have a wire fence for the southern limit line. In the 30 years of the Korean War, South Korean government replaced the old barbed wire with the electric one, new technology. There will be not enough oxygen to breathe, right? So informed us about the tunnels. The first time we heard that, we didn't believe him. We thought he was lying, or he was like a spy or something. To prove himself, he went into the DMZ to find the location of the tunnel. And because of the landmine, he lost his one leg. But still, he could find some suspicious area, not exact location, because DMZ is too vast, tunnels too deep down. He just found suspicious area. Hold on for a sec. Let me just show you the southern limit line on the road right there. Do you see? That's the southern limit line. Right there. And you can see that outside of the window too, there is, we're going to cross it. That's the driver, he slowed down for us. Now we are crossing it. We just crossed. We are in the DMZ. And now let me tell you inside about the tunnel. I will explain about this model, and I will take you to the tunnel, okay? Let's look at the model here. This is the JSA, Joint Security Area, where the peace talk took place during.
граничит с Южной Кореей. Посмотрите, как тут красиво, какая тут прекрасная погода. Просто полный дзен. Как же тут красиво.
If the flag is up there, somebody's inside. If the flag is down there, nobody's inside. So that's the marking for that instead of ringing a bell. And also on your left side, you will see one yellow building with playground in front, which is the elementary school. Not yet. Right after this, here, elementary school, Kunne Elementary School. And there are 11 teachers and 39 students. So one teacher is in charge of 3 to 4 students, just like tutoring. So their academic performance is relatively higher than outside. On the right, again, white building here, this is the medical center. And also behind that brick building, there is one church too. And left again, white building, community center in this village. And also, since this is too close to North Korea, there is one bunker to your left below. In 3, 2, 1, right there, bunker, old bunker. Just in case. And you will notice that the houses doesn't have any big front gate because they don't need to worry about thieves or criminals because this is military area. To the north, North Korea, to the south, military checkpoint, there's no way to run away. So people feel safe here with the military care even though it's too close to North Korea. And they have best internet services just like Seoul, and their address is still South Korea. They can get the mailing service from the government, and if they want to, they can do the online shopping just like Amazon. But their shipping is until the military checkpoint. All the packages have to be checked from the military checkpoint, and people need to pick up them by themselves from the military checkpoint. And let me show you the richest person's house in this village. The family name is Kang's family, and he has the right to cultivate huge ginseng field, and ginseng is not cheap because to cultivate them for 6 years it cannot be cheap. So he's the richest one. To the left side, pink color, Western style mansion. Fancy house, right?
Yeah.
That's my dream house. But not here. I don't want to live here. And now we are heading to the end of the village, and there is a one farmers market run by the villagers. So if you missed the souvenir shopping, that's the last spot. And also they're selling their local specialties, rice, soybean, and ginseng. So you can get all the items here. And also they're selling cosmetic items, nail cream, and facial sheet face mask. That's my recommendation because you can get them outside as well, but the discount rate is crazy. So you can get them here. And what else? And use the restroom please before you come back to the bus. From here to go back to Seoul, it takes more than an hour, so use the restroom please. And if you have any trash, please throw all the trash away here. There are big trash bins outside of the main building. It's really hard to find a trash bin in the downtown city, right? So please throw all the trash away here. And on the left side, after the brick building, there will be a photo zone here with the name of the village, Unification Village, and Tongilcheon, that's the consonant of that village name. And on the right side, this is the main building. When you go inside and turn right, that's the farmer's market with all the items. I'll be inside the market, so if you have any question or if you need any recommendation,
Your smile lit up like a sunrise glow. Touch so soft where the seasons flow. We met where the stars take their flight. Every moment with you feels just right. Whisper your name in the rush of the breeze. Love like an ocean rippling with ease. Heartbeat sink into this melody.
на территории
You and I forever.